everyone. Welcome to Chick Beer with Hophead. Once again, Porter is not able to make it, and I wanted to drink a beer, so I'm doing another solo review here. And what I'm doing tonight is the Old Slugger Pale Ale from Cooperstown Brewery in New York. And I'm really excited. I've had this before at the brewery. I went to, they have a great beer tour. It's actually like a drink tour, I guess, with Cooperstown Brewery, Amagang, I think it's Bear something Winery, I don't remember the name of it, and then there's a cider place too. It's actually like a market, and they do ciders, and it's a cool little thing. If you go to all four, they give you a little sheet that you get stamped, and then you get a little, you know, commemorative something or other at the end. Actually, my commemorative thing is this little wine glass is what I got right here. It's got all of them on here. Yeah, here we go. It's Fly Creek Cider Mill and Bear Pond Winery. That's what it is. So you get a little glass, you know. I think they had a pint glass or this or whatever, and yeah, it was really fun. It was a cool thing. I went for a camping trip originally just to go to Amagang because we didn't know about. Never heard of Cooperstown Brewery before, so we kind of learned about it there, and it was really good. It was fun, and the beer tasting at Cooperstown was great. It wasn't like a little tiny smidge of whatever that lasts, you know, the whole thing lasts like 5 minutes. There's a cat totally freaking out back there. I mean, the guy there was, he was great. He was the guy that does most of the brewing and very, you know, interested in talking about his beer, so it was a lot of fun. And we tried every single beer they had, too, you know, so that was really cool. So I recommend checking that out if you get a chance. So I managed to, I got some of these from my friend Rosalind, who you may remember. We've reviewed a couple of her home brews on the show. And, yeah, so it's really very cool, so I'm excited. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this. I don't know, that cat is losing their mind out there. I don't know what the ABV of this beer is. I probably should have looked it up, but I didn't bother. I'll look it up and put it in as a title or something for you. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's a pale ale. It's you know, the whole thing is kind of like baseball themed, and I thought that was apropos since we're in the World Series right now. Even though the Phillies didn't make it, it was heartbreaking the other night. But what are you gonna do? So we're gonna go ahead and give this a whirl. And it pretty much, I mean, it smells like, you know, basically what you expect from a pale ale, what I've come to expect from a pale ale. It's got a nice, nice sort of, you know, average ale scent. You get like a touch of grain in there, you know, maybe a little touch of hops, but there's nothing major, nothing huge standing out about it, but it does smell appetizing. It smells good. Pretty much clear, you know, nice, nice amber color to it, no head. At all, and that's probably the way I poured it, because I know I've poured a few more that have had much more head on it, so I guess I screwed that up. But, you know, it's still going to taste good. And yes, it does. It's, this is a very nice, clean, you know, taste, thin mouthfeel, which is nice, but it's not like water. It's you know, you get a little bit of body in there. You get a little, you know, slight little hoppy flavor in the front. Again, these are all very mild flavors. There's nothing really big standing out about any of it. It's just overall pretty nice. And then, you know, it gets you know, malty towards the back. Very, very pleasant. I don't know if I'd call it crisp, but it's close. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm coming with, you know, with the idea of it being a clean taste. It's got a very clean finish. Yeah, this is just a nice beer. This is a beer I could see drinking. You know, it's kind of an everyday beer. You know, probably go good with a lot of different things, but I would probably go with like a barbecued pork. I think that would be really nice. You know, some ribs. That would be really kick-ass, actually. That's totally what I would go with this is, pardon. Nice set of spare ribs, baby back ribs, something like that. For whatever reason, though, I really think pork would be the best choice. I wouldn't go with, you know, beef ribs. Something about, you know, the pork has got a little bit of a sweeter flavor, and I think that would be nice because this has got a slightly sweet flavor as well. So I think they would kind of bring out the character in both of those. So that's totally what I would, you know, pair this with. Yeah, absolutely. This is nice. It's refreshing. Um, really yummy, mild tasting beer. So I would totally, I'd totally go with that. And I would totally check out this brewery. They don't ship to, I'm in Pennsylvania. They don't ship here. I asked him why when we were there, and basically he said it was just too difficult. But I do know that they, you know, you can get it across New York. I believe you can get it in Delaware. The distribution wasn't that wide when I talked to him about it, but it was about, I guess it was about 3 years ago that I was there, so it was a little while. They may have broadened their distribution at this point, and there might be more that I'm just not remembering, but it was pretty much the immediate surrounding states that he mentioned when I asked him where you could get it from. But again, you know, if you get a chance to go to this brewery, super nice, and it's real small, you know, kind of a family establishment kind of thing, you know, there were like 2, 3 people working there that I saw, and everybody was very friendly, and everybody wanted to talk about the beer with whoever was there. And we came in it just kind of out of the blue, and he apparently had just finished another tasting, but he was like, "Hey, you're here. Let's do one with you guys." It was just me and another person, so we basically had like a little kind of private tasting session with the brewer, and that was a lot of fun. It was really cool, so I totally recommend checking it out if you're in the area and doing the whole tour, because it was really just a lot of fun. Totally recommend it. So yeah, I would absolutely buy a 6-pack of this beer. If it was available around here, I'd drink it a lot more often. As I said, this was a gift. My friend Rosalind was just there at the brewery, so she picked some up for me because she remembered that I liked it. So thank you again for that, Rosalind. But yeah, totally 6-pack worthy. Really tasty, clean, everyday kind of beer. They have another beer. I can't remember what it's called. It's special something, I think. Or it's something special brew. I don't remember exactly. But it was really, really good. So, yeah, as I said, good, excuse me, good line of beers. Pale Ale is definitely worthy. Very enjoyable. And totally pork ribs, man. I think it would be amazing. So, yeah, I'm going to drink some more. Mm. So try the Old Slugger from Cooperstown Brewery. Really delicious. And try all their beers if you can. They were all very good, if I remember correctly. There was one I didn't care for, and I think it might have been the porter, but I tend to not like porters that much anyway, so it's not that big of a surprise. But absolutely check them out if you get a chance, and I'd love to know what you think. I'm a huge fan of these little tiny breweries. You know, it's not always easy to get their beer, you know, because the distribution is difficult. But it's, you know, they do wonderful things with beer. You know, they're artists, and I love that. And I love that the little, just the sort of tight-knit group that tends to, you know, be in those places and run those places and that kind of thing. So, big fan. Check it out if you get a chance. And I'll see you again soon for another episode of Chick Beer with Hophead and possibly Porter. Till then, cheers.